ooh moments, like where they
That would have been better in that movie if like it just had you in there like a couple of moments just ooh.
Horror movies, mutilation, decapitation, torture. Does that sound entertaining? More blood than a blood bank. Have we got your attention?
All right, welcome back, terrestrials. In this episode, we're doing Color Out of Space. We're going into H.P. Lovecraft country, not the TV show on HBO Max.
Have you seen that?
I haven't watched it yet, but I am dying to. And every time I go to click on it, I end up on How I Met Your Mother. It's really weird. But anyways, so if you haven't read the book, definitely read the book.
Read the book first.
Yeah, it's good. And you know, don't watch this without knowing the actual story or where this comes from.
It helps.
But like always, the plot line is in the description of the video, which I don't think I've been doing recently. Anyways,
You're telling them
yeah,
every week and stuff.
I know I did it with the Hulu, with the X-Files, because it was like 2 sentences. I don't think I've been doing it with the movies.
I do it with when I put mine up. So
Cool.
yeah.
All right. So moving right along, Jerry, show stealer.
Like the last review we did, there is not one character in this movie that stole the show. Everyone is important, and really moments of each character steals shows where I go, oh wow, I like that. Oh wow, that what that person said was good. You know, so I think every character really steals the show. The character itself, you know, of each character, not one in particular character.
For me, I totally see what you're saying because everybody was pretty much equal. But for me, the little girl, I don't even know what her name is. The little girl, the little witch girl, she's the show stealer because this movie almost seems to focus around her and Nicolas Cage and their battle of father-daughter relationship. And because the son just seems to be like, both the sons, especially the little one, is like nothing in this. The older one's just kind of like, what do we do? So because she's left in charge or whatever. No, she's not left in charge. He is. But she's the one figuring everything out. She's the one that's realizing something's wrong. She's the one that's making an effort to fix this while everybody else is kind of like...
She's the one taking control.
Yeah, she's got the initiative. Everybody else seems to be just letting it happen.
Yeah.
So that's, for me, that's the show stealer.
Yeah.
Show breaker.
My show breaker is
Nicolas Cage's acting. You're right.
dialogued script.
Okay.
Okay. The script is okay, you know, to get to point A to get to point B.
Okay.
It's fine. But some of the dialogue in it just feels kind of like, did you need that? Did anybody proofread this? Mm-hmm. You know, is it bad? Like, just the dialogue sometimes feels kind of like muddy. Like, okay, Nicholas, you're the dad, okay, and you're the son, and this son has left the llamas out in the yard at dark time. Nicholas, what would you say?
Fair enough. Okay. I can see that. I mean, I definitely did not get a lot of chemistry from any of them.
Yeah.
So I can definitely agree with that. Mine is Nicolas Cage's fucking acting, but obviously.
Yeah.
So, notable...
Is he just like an internet meme now? He does have good acting moments, but now I think he's just more concerned about paying his taxes than he is about really acting.
Yeah.
That's why he's in 150 films a year.
Yeah.
As Nicolas Cage.
More power to him.
Yeah.
Notable effects.
Notable effects. The color filter. Other than that, like, notable effects, good effects. The color filter really looked nice.
Notable effects doesn't have to be good effects. It just has to be notable. Like, I noticed how horrible this was. Like, it's notable.
You've just opened up a brand new door for me and stuff. I thought
I didn't realize you were going with only good effects.
Positive effects. Yeah. Like,
no. You make notes of good things and bad things.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna stick though with the color filter. I really liked it.
Yeah.
You know, with the grass being like a pinkish hue and the skies being different colors, and you know, obviously the title is got the word color in it, so you kind of need that like fantasy color. You know.
Yeah. Okay. I agree. The color work is amazing in this movie.
Yeah.
It is a big attractant to this movie. So cinema wow.
See last question.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay. That's fair.
because it's a filter I was talking about and stuff. The color just improves the cinematography. You know, there are those really nice shots in the woods and the water, because that's a big thing, is the water.
Right.
You know, really pretty shots of the house at night with those floodlights blasting the camera. You know, the cinematographer did interesting shots.
I agree. So let's move on to quotable lines.
I don't have any quotable lines.
I don't have any quotable lines either. Moving on. That one moment.
Nicolas Cage drinking llama milk.
Yeah, that was fucking weird.
Yeah, no, he's sitting there and like he's explaining how to milk a llama or an alpaca. They're alpacas, but they're basically llamas, I guess. I don't know. Let me know down in the comment
Farmers?
section.
Give us a comment.
But so yeah, he just milks a lot, and it's like out of left field. Like, yeah, they're on a farm and stuff, but it's kind of like one of those things the director should have been like, you want to cut this? You want to cut this out of, you want to edit this and stuff? And it's like, no, we need Nicolas Cage drinking llama
Being
milk.
fucking crazy as shit.
Even like the water survey guy and stuff, he's looking at it and like he's getting sick. And then Nicholas offers him a glass of the fresh llama milk and stuff. And like, he's like, no. And, you know, I'm lactose intolerant. And I was like, that is a lie. That seems like a lie. What's wrong with the milk? So.
It's fucking llama milk or
Yeah.
whatever it is.
Got anything?
Yeah, for my number 6, my one moment is Ezra's recording. Again. Watch it. It's good. But they do the same vocal effect that you mentioned in Hell House LLC 2, not liking.
It's kind of like how to do it proper and how to not do it proper.
Okay, that's fair.
How to do it proper, very sparingly, and it was just a little different where it almost, because it was on the tape. Because we hear it on the tape.
It's audio being distorted. Either which way, whether it's on tape or digital tape, it's still audio being distorted. And yeah, it's more understandable on that reel to reel because it could have been stretched, burned, you know, whatever. I understand. Either way, it's still just audio being affected. So, soundtrack and score. Did you...
Nothing impressive. Nothing really...
Oh, all right.
That's...
Did you hear the movie?
Yeah, I heard the movie. I mean, the sound effects that they used in there, those high-pitched whistles.
I hated that.
And things of that nature. Well, it made you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And that's what I think they were trying to... But when I'm talking about soundtrack, you know, music-wise, nothing really memorable.
Well, okay, so when I think of this category... We're doing this like a month into using these categories. Right. I think sounds of the movie, not just songs or just like an orchestra. Like were like in Hell House, were the ooh moments like were they?
That would have been better in that movie if like it just had you in there like a couple of moments just. Ooh.
But were those moments like accented by the sound?
Yeah,
and I think
foliage or foil. I forget what those artists are called that like, you know, create sound design and stuff.
have no
Okay,
idea.
I understand. Yeah,
I think in that case, because that's how I look at it, not just the soundtrack, but the sounds. Because you've mentioned, like, in past reviews, the gunshot sounds were real sounding. That falls under soundtrack and score to me, though that's not necessarily how it's labeled.
Yeah.
I thought that they did a great job with that. I thought that it was very cosmic. It was very what you expect to hear when you watch a Lovecraft or anything from outer space.
Yeah.
So I think that they did a really good job with it.
Especially when the comet hits, you notice like a couple of the characters, they got muffled. You can hear like the noise and stuff, and I really like that. So yeah, I understand what's going on here.
All right, well, meat or potatoes?
Potatoes in the front, meat in the back. It starts out kind of like, did I make the right decision? And then about the time that like the mom cuts her fingers off, that's when it's like, oh shit, there's the meat. And that's a lot of meat.
I literally saw that in another movie, and I can't remember. I was like struggling to remember what movie that was.
When someone's cutting carrots and they cut I know. I know exactly what you're referring to. I don't know the title, but I know.
But it was in like a nice house, like a nice kitchen.
Didn't it happen to Hereditary? Hereditary. Hereditary, where she's like, but she just imagines it.
Yeah. All right. Oh, there, solved it.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, I'll agree with that. The meat and potatoes
Busted. Stealing. Like, what? Yeah.
Meat and potatoes. Yeah. Potatoes up front, meat in the back.
Yeah, it's really like once you get to that where she cut her fingers and they're going to the hospital and it's just the kids in the house, and that's when really it starts picking. Yeah, it starts picking up really fast, and it doesn't stop there. You know.
Did you get your money's worth?
Yes, I did.
Yes, I did. Absolutely.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's wrap it up and star this bitch.
I'm gonna give my 3.5. It's really good. I enjoyed it. From the subject matter, from the original book, yeah, it's a little different, but I think you can throw this on at any time of the day or year and just have fun. It was a good horror movie.
Yeah, I think that's
and it was a good cosmic horror, I should say.
Yeah.
Because it's a completely different type of horror.
Yeah, exactly. Because cosmic horror is very suspenseful and very subtle.
Unknowing.
Almost not in the same way, but the same thing with folk horror. It's very subtle. It plays on your senses more than ooh. Yeah. So when I initially watched this, I was like, what the fuck did I just watch? And then I thought back. I was like, okay, it's a Lovecraft movie. Like, I dug out a Lovecraft book and was like, okay. And I read like the first 3 pages of the story, and it all started coming back. And I was like, okay, yeah, now I remember this, and this. Okay, now I get it. But I still felt like there were things that they left for me to not understand on purpose. And that made me enjoy the movie even more, because it was like, we could wrap this up, but we're not going to.
Yeah.
Typically, I like that in a movie where it's all wrapped up and everything's explained, like in Hell House LLC 2. They explain every goddamn detail of that fucking movie's plot line.
Right at the end.
But this one, you're not supposed to. They didn't, and it worked well. I really enjoyed this movie. I was really hoping that when the little girl grabbed a Necronomicon and carved herself up, that she was going to fight this cosmic horror with witchcraft. She didn't. I was a little sad by that. I should have known that because of the fucking book, or the story that I read. But either way, sometimes movies take, different turns.
No. No, I mean, she was the last survivor. And it's kind of funny because, like, if you look at how everybody goes in the movie, and you can cut this out if you want, but just, like, okay, Nicolas Cage.
I'm not editing videos anymore. I'm putting them up.
Just throwing them up.
Yeah. All right. So with all that in mind, I'm going to give this a 4-star. I really enjoyed it. It hit all the marks. For me personally, all the things that I really enjoyed, they did good at. So
now, what was better though, this or Mandy? Because
Mandy by far.
Yeah, because
Mandy was just like letting Nicolas Cage do a bunch of coke and then putting him in a VR set, and he imagined all that shit.
Yeah, because you noticed how like this and Mandy are kind of. It was almost like they were getting compared when this came out and stuff.
They did get compared quite heavily.
Like, yeah, they are.
But that's just, again, the whole thing about Nicolas Cage diving into the horror genre and doing every movie that gets thrown at him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Becoming a meme. But, yeah, I like Mandy's... I like Mandy a little bit more, but I like the more story of this.
Right. So, this movie's more comfortable. Mandy is a fucking acid trip.
Yeah, oh my God.
So...
Mandy's an acid trip. No one told you took acid.
Yeah. I guess we'll be doing Mandy soon. So yeah. Anyways, Color of Space. Definitely go see it. If you have seen it, let us know what you think. And we'll see you next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. We'll see you next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. We'll see you next time.